Good morning, this is Beaty-Coffey of the Ministry of Uncover No More. I'm choosing a joyful Labor Day weekend, regardless of the bullshit going on in this nation. I'm keeping that to social media. It looks like we're warming up on Threads. I'll be doing some work with Mastodon, the news, also on Threads, and there's X. X has gotten quite a bit more quiet for me. I'll just say thank you to Judah for that, all of us. I'm going to read Cicadas by Margaret, Atwood. But first I'm going to tell you what I'm learning about my mind. And I'm going to share this for all the post-Christians, post-Catholics, post-Muslims out there. When it comes to poetry, this is how infantile I was the past few years. I didn't know that there were huge works of poetry like Sonnets from the Portuguese by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. I didn't know that. It's not that I didn't know it, it's that I didn't think about it because I was thinking about other things. And somebody like me can appear extremely stupid to the modern day intellectual. And I have felt that sting of death. In any case, being Tara, I had quite a load to bear of the Asian people, who are primarily white-skinned like myself, some brown, actually. But Tara manifests as the female side of a goddess, and there's a multitude of them in Asian religions and Hindu. Tara is extremely strong in Hindu religions, and that's a lot of brown-skinned people, black, brown-skinned people. And Buddhism negates their soul. And I caught it. And took the sword and removed it from my ministry. If there's one thing that I know women are across the world, across all these religions that have accosted us with your bullshit and our children, it is this: we are patient and loving. Now, the ones that go ugly, that's not my business. God help them. God has helped them, is my plea this morning. And you're going to hear that more and more of me, because I have compassion on whom I will have compassion. It's not all women that I will have compassion on, but it is a good many of them, and it is time to voice that for Tara. And the load that I bore for the Asian Hindu people was very heavy. They know it not. Their women are very, very intelligent. They're going to do okay. But what I learned is that I must have my short poetry and my long poetry on this journey. So I get to trip along the garden path in my secret garden and make sure that I keep poets like Margaret Atwood when she comes out with a brand new. I think Maya Angelou is going to come into my home a lot faster than I realized, because I think she did a lot of short poetry. And Robert Frost, those. And I'm going to keep them downstairs to remind my childhood to come forth. There are some men who saved me, the king being one of them, when it comes to getting religion to fall completely off my shoulders. It's Tara. They couldn't handle what Tara had to handle with the Asian and Hindu people. They couldn't do that. But they could most certainly handle what America is doing, small a America is doing to the black people and doing to the women and their children. Do handle, will always handle. Because I am beaten down, as is every woman, in the religions stripping through this young country called small a America. My two oldest sons, the king himself, and gentlemen like I already testified on one of my blogs. I am privileged to have had one conversation, and he swung it over for me. That man did. I will be forever in his debt, because when you have been in Christianity as long as I have, as a woman, maybe that's where my weakness is. I can't get up. But your weakness, O men who contended with me and betrayed me, your fucking weakness is you don't have love. Deep enough. You never did. And you never will. Now look to yourselves and don't cross over to being a monster in your private life. I need to shake this off, because I'm going to enjoy my day. If you didn't know it, I changed voice, and that was Tara. I am going to read a short poem to help Tara be the kind one and not the dragon one until I go out. And then you don't know which one you're getting. You don't. And you have earned that with what you did to my family. And I am talking for generations, so go fuck yourself. It isn't my mother's family's fault that they were as broken as they were to begin with. The nations do war. They do war. Psalm 2. Cicadas by Margaret Atwood. Finally, after 9 years, for me it was 14, of snouting through darkness, he inches up scarred bark and cuts loose the yammer of desire. : the piercing one note of a jackhammer, vibrating like a slow bolt of lightning, splitting the air and leaving a smell like burnt tar paper. Now, it says. Now, it says. Now. Clinging with 6 clawed legs. And close by, a she like a withered ear, a shed leaf, brown and veined, shivers in sync and moves closer. This is it. Time is short. Death is near, but first, 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 first. In the hot sun, searing all day long, in a month that has no name, colon. This annoying noise of love, this maddening racket, this, dash, admit it, dash, song. This is Beaty-Coffey of the Ministry of Uncovered Notes.